Hi guys, welcome back to For All Mankind. We're on episode 3 of season 2. The shock of what Ed has just announced at the end of the last episode, I feel, is him trying to be a good friend, a loyal colleague, all the rest of it. Danielle saying that she wants to go back up, and it's been like nearly 10 years, and I was like, no, that's not going to happen. But obviously forgetting that Ed's in the position that he's in. But the really, that's one thing. She's mentally prepared and is probably okay to do any retraining that she needs, all the rest of it. But we're seeing the complete downfall of Gordy and the place that he's at the moment. And his ex-wife has moved on. His kids are moving on. He's not happy. He's given these stupid little lectures. He's drinking again. And he's in a far worse mental state than he was long before he was in his prime, and they were all up there when all that incident happened. And then he announces that he's going to join her on the next mission. I mean, let's go find out what happens. Episode 3.
A dramatic situation is unfolding in the Central American country of Panama today, where 4 U.S. soldiers appear to have been taken hostage during anti-American riots in the capital city.
In Panama City, by proxies of the Soviet Union, was a horrifying reminder of the enemies we face in space. Let me be clear, the United States will not be intimidated.
It's your whining. The American taxpayers wanted us to... What the hell? Hey, isn't that our gear?
What's it doing way up here?
Jamestown. Geo Crew 2, come in.
Geo 2, Jamestown, go ahead.
We're on the south ridge above 357 Bravo, and we've got a situation over here.
What the
our
hell?
transmissions are encrypted. The only way the Soviets know about the lithium content of the site is if they cracked our code.
Don't we change out the encryption keys?
Every month.
Not to bring this to the United Nations Security Council.
So he's just gonna let the Soviets take our money?
He's keeping it in-house.
No, he's not going to do that either. He wants us to take it back. But if the Soviets retain control of 357 Bravo, it would set a dangerous precedent. We let this go, there'll be nothing to stop Andropov from moving in and taking over all our other lunar claims.
If it's even half as rich as these initial readings show, it could be a game changer for our energy storage at Jamestown.
Right. The president wants us to confront the Soviets on the moon.
No, not confront. The president's not interested in a confrontation.
Well, what do you want them to do? Ask nicely? If they've taken it from you, they're not just going to give it back because you asked nicely. What if you don't want confrontation or an all-out assault? How do you expect us to proceed?
We could send out a team of astronauts, 2 at a time, to monitor the site.
So you guys want to have a permanent security detail?
Yeah.
Essentially.
Yeah, essentially that.
And this security detail, they're going to need weapons, right?
Are the 2 of you seriously suggesting we send guns to the moon?
The president wants us to hold that site.
How
I'm telling
then?
you, that means we're going to need security, and security means guns.
No, that is absolutely out of the question.
Tell me how else you hold anything else from your enemy.
Any kind of squeeze we put on the Soviets down here take time. The longer we wait, the harder it's going to be to reclaim that site.
There it starts.
Well, every Marine aviator has to qualify as an infantry officer before they attend flight school. So
Yeah.
they're the only astronauts with training in ground combat.
So guess who was ended up?
Can we do that?
This is how shit escalates.
Well, we have to develop procedures for safety and operations in the lunar environment.
I know this is just a really, really stupid question probably at this point, but I've never really thought about it. How the hell do weapons work on the moon? On a really low G environment with no atmosphere and no wind resistance? What do bullets do? The reason why all space stuff has laser weapons and everything else is because traditional chemically fired weapons like a gun or a machine gun or a rifle or whatever wouldn't work the same up there. So what? And I said that this was coming but it's them that's forced to hand.
The only way to hold a piece of ground on this world or any other world is a man with a rifle.
To defend it.
Once we do this thing, there's no going back.
No, there isn't. It's just going to get... You've bought weapons, so then we'll bring weapons, and then you bring bigger weapons, and then we'll bring bigger weapons. Shit.
I told Sam to wake me up before he left.
Well, he didn't.
Cinnamon hour. Christ. Marta, honey, can you do me a favor? Can you call JSC and tell them the car has a flat? I'm gonna be late.
Which car?
I mean, how many years has moved on? She's grown up now.
It's not Davy.
Well, come in here anyway. I need some help.
I'm looking for Alita Rosales.
Right.
Yeah, that's me. Look, if you're here to collect a bill, I know my rights, and your entry into this vehicle is under false pretenses.
No way. Oh, no. Holy shit. What happened to you? I mean, we know what happened to you, your father and everybody that you were taking care of you, but...
Hi. What are you doing here? How did you,
I got a call.
Of
from
course,
your
it's
boyfriend.
a different actress. Of course, why
Davey?
wouldn't it be? If I didn't recognize her voice.
He told me about your problem.
I'm fine, okay? This is just,
He said you were gonna be deported.
There you go.
Tried to call first.
Yeah, phone's disconnected. I know, power's next, then water. Water's always the last thing to go.
Do you still play?
Play what?
Said your residency status under Reagan's amnesty program was about to be revoked.
Yep.
Right.
Gotta keep a job to stick around.
He mentioned it.
Yeah, because I'm a bad employee, a bad coworker, a bad team player.
A brilliant engineer. All of your former employers, they all went out of their way to say how gifted you were, even as they acknowledged your behavioral issues.
As what, a janitor? Yeah, sorry to break it to you, but I'm not in the family business anymore.
Systems engineer. You'll be working on a fairly low priority mission. Nothing glamorous, but
It's a start.
it'll give you your sea legs. Charity.
Ah, poor little Mexican girl. You know, she got a big job at NASA because Margot Madison took pity on her.
You were closer with guilt.
Shit.
I do have guilt over what happened, half for a long time, but that's my problem. It doesn't make up for what happened back then.
She's angry. She's angry at the world with
But
what
it's
happened.
a way out. Today.
Girl, get your shit together.
Jamestown learns about the high lithium content at 357 Bravo, and within 2 days, the Russians take over the site. Now, either our cryptography is more vulnerable than we ever suspected, or maybe they got ears inside our base.
Yeah.
You think maybe he planted a device?
No, there wasn't enough time.
God knows you had every right to be. You just lost a son. You hadn't slept or eaten for days. You had
It's
stacks
plausible.
of unanswered communiques. Don't you think that
There's a
there is
possibility.
the slightest chance that maybe, just
Because you were off your game.
our enemies might have taken advantage of that?
Yeah. They've picked up on this way too quickly. There's got to be a bug of some kind in here.
Status check on that system.
Copy that.
It could even be something that's stealth-like, that's designed
we're
to
sending a new
not be
shipment of
picked up by
movies
your
up this
detectives.
Anything you're interested in?
Never thought you'd ask.
Because in this, the Russians are just as smart as they are, right? They're not. That's the one difference I'm seeing and I'm noticing from this alternate world is, unlike the history that we know from Russia, from the USSR, that everything with them was about the appearance of power and maintaining it, and that they didn't have the infrastructure, they didn't have the personnel, they didn't have the funding, they didn't have the money. But in this world, that doesn't seem to be the case. They have pretty much beaten you how many times to certain things, including the first to the moon. So their technology is on par with yours. In certain circumstances, depending on what type of technology it could be, they could be in front of you. So there could be something in there that you can't even bloody detect.
Have you had any trouble with any minor systems since we scrammed the reactor? We got a heads up from HABSIS that you might start experiencing some efficiency issues
That's code, in case they are listening. Smart. There you go. Son of a bitch.
Roger that. We'll look into it.
Launch schedule at Vandenberg shaping up nicely. Oh, and one more thing.
We've been bumped.
The Soviets have had ears on our base for the last 9 years. If you'll excuse me, I have a very unpleasant phone call to make.
That's a frigging big deal. And if, unfortunately, if I was the president, even though it's Reagan, I would lose my shit at that.
How's it going? You know.
That's a massive, massive oversight. I know it's not something you should need to have been thinking of or should have prepared for. But from the moment that Russian had that incursion to your base, back when Ed was up there, and he was inside, knowing what Ed was currently going through at the time, before you expanded and did all the upgrades and everything that you've done here, maybe you should have ran that sweep back then. But foresight's a good thing, right? Foresight's great when once you know.
Kelly told me she wants to go to Annapolis. Oh. I don't know. I still feel like I'm in shock about it all. I feel like I'm in shock that I'm in shock. Of course, that's what she would want to do. She grew up in this place, and
yeah,
she
exactly.
You. Oh. You know, honestly, hey.
It's all around her.
A lot of young women, Tracy. I don't want that life for my daughter. Yeah, I get it.
It's not your choice.
I just shut her down and said we weren't going to talk about it, you know, because that's what great moms do. Oh.
That is a big deal. I got over it, and I had my brother teach me for $25. But you know what? That's who I was. That's who I am. No one was going to tell me any differently.
Thank you.
That's kind of my point.
She's going to be the same.
If Kelly really wants to do this, she is going to do it. She's going to find a way to do it with or without you.
You okay?
Yeah, I got in a little bit of a car accident.
Jesus.
I'm fine. Fine. Come pick me up.
No.
It's like 2 o'clock in the morning. Why don't you get your husband to come and get you, Trace?
He's out of town for work. Can you just do me this favor?
Can you come and rescue me because I crashed my car because I've drank too much?
Oh, no. Oh, don't take me back to my house. Take me to our place.
Why?
I'm sick of the staff treating me like some teenager coming in past curfew.
It's gonna throw up.
What?
Stop the car. Too late.
Here we go.
He's gonna do it for her though because
boys are both home, so I'm gonna have to sack it out on the couch, all right?
Why are so many 80s tunes just utter classics now? Music was so much better back then. Well, she passed out.
Shit.
She's passed out, isn't she? No. Hang on. Let me wait and see. She's bollock naked in your bed. It's just gonna leave the clothes on top of her.
The one person I never wanted to ask a favor of ever.
I'm sorry. I didn't want to lose you. I guess I panicked. It was the only thing I could think of.
Really?
Now, what if I fuck it up?
And what if you don't? You've got life's already
Because I'm
a
a
mess.
fuck up. I've been fired from every job I've ever had. Boeing, Abbott, McDonnell
But
Douglas.
this is NASA. I mean, you really think Margot Madison would come all the way down here and offer you a job if she didn't think you could cut it? She knows how talented you are.
I'll do it.
Well, you have to because they put you in the first season
I'm so happy for you.
and nothing really came of it. And here you are
we
again
know.
now. What are the reasons they're for
We're
to be in
done,
it?
Davy.
I'm sorry. Are you breaking up with me?
Yeah, I am.
But you're taking the job. Your dream job that I helped you get.
By going behind my back.
I was just... Okay, look, I know you're upset.
Because of you.
She's
I'm not
blaming you
getting
for
over
it.
that.
She's blaming you for it.
Ever.
Oh, dude, you fucked up.
Your shit's in the box. Take it and don't come back.
Gordo. The taxi's on its way, so...
Will she even remember half of this?
Hey, Gordo.
Morning.
Morning.
You owe him.
I'm looking for my keys to the house, and, can't find them.
I took them.
You what?
I took the keys to this place off your key ring.
Okay, look, I don't have time to do this right now. Can you just give me back my keys, please?
Believe me, I would. But last time I checked, they fit these locks. They're my keys.
No, the house is under our name.
That's another thing. Aren't you supposed to change that when you get remarried? Astronaut Tracy Cleveland. Yeah. Guess it doesn't have quite the same ring.
You know what? I don't know what the hell's gotten into you. My
It's not
children
your house
live here,
anymore.
You can
Gordo.
come and see him anytime you want.
Is that what this is about? Me not returning your call?
No, it's not. But I'm glad you brought that up because I do have
It's
something
about
to tell
you just
that I thought
dumping
you
on
might
him when
wanna
you
know.
need him.
All right, let me at it.
Why would she?
You. Back to the moon.
That's right. Decided it was time to get my shit together and get back on the horse.
Oh, just like that.
Just like that.
Well, I'm going to the moon in a couple weeks on Discovery. I'll still be there in September.
That's why I called. See, I wanted you to hear it from me.
You're both going to be
Not with the rest of the world in some television show.
Television?
Yeah.
I'm going back to space after 10 years, Trace. All you can think of is how it affects your press clippings?
Yeah.
Gordo comes crying to you about some flight assignment, and you
No,
figure,
he didn't,
oh,
actually.
why not throw a pity party for my friend on the moon while giving Shorty Powers his wet dream at the same time? Just bounce him off the flight. All right?
He's going to bounce you if
He
you
has
don't
been
shut
a
up.
washed-up has-been for the last 10 years.
Gordo's flight is set. End of story.
Yeah, and if you carry on, he could
Want
go
off your flight?
telling you you're off.
Just say the word, Trace. Just say the word. But don't expect to get another slot for a good long time, not while I'm running this office.
Boys will be boys, huh?
Why do you have to bring
Together
it
no
down
matter
to
what,
that?
don't you?
In or out, Trace?
I'm in, Ed. I'm always in.
You're blaming it on the boys' club, really? So how old is this girl? 18, maybe? What's behind the vent? There's a baseball? What's this? His room.
Kelly. Hi, you got a minute? Everything okay?
Yeah.
Kelly, I need you to tell me. I want you to tell me that this is really what you want. And it's not a whim? Or because Danny Stevens looks cute in his
Mom,
uniform.
No. Hey, it's something I've wanted for a while. Realize I don't want to be stuck in some library writing essays for 4 years.
It's not a normal life. It is a lot of stress, danger. You know, he missed a lot of things too. He did. He missed time with me and time with.
Yeah.
He missed a lot.
She had to do it all herself, didn't she?
Like Shane?
Couldn't have been foreseen,
Yes.
but yeah.
He missed a lot of time with Shane.
You weren't around for that. Just found it. He hid it in the vent.
Wait, where did you find this?
It's obviously his little stash.
Just before you came in.
He used to hide stuff.
He was listening to me. Not in a bad way or anything, just the presence. Sounds dumb.
No, it doesn't. I used to think the same thing.
Good.
Let's do it.
Really?
Good. Good.
Are you sure?
You're gonna take 10 years off my life. So your father's gonna get a kick out of the football
Oh,
game.
he'll love it. He'll love it.
Thank you.
You gonna keep me in suspense here or what?
Tell him.
See his response.
The Naval Academy.
Ah, very funny. Come on, tell me.
Really?
It's Annapolis.
Oh, have I got his reaction wrong here?
No.
Oh.
What? Why?
Because I said you're not going.
Well, that's not a reason.
God,
Can't we at least discuss
Oh,
this?
I've misjudged it.
Go to my room.
Ed, she's not a child, okay?
Look, this isn't up for
gonna
debate.
have-
The answer is no. Okay, we're done here. End of story.
Edward, you need to stop right there.
Was that?
Be happy about this.
Well, you were wrong.
Dad, this is my life we're talking about.
Yeah, well, you're still living under my roof, young lady.
What the hell does that mean?
Hey, watch your mouth.
Hey, Ed, watch your tone right now, all right? I don't know what has got you.
I'm the head of this house, and I don't need to
to
explain myself to either of you. I guarantee you that application will never see the light of
This
day.
is outrageous, all right? You can't do that.
I can and I will. Then pack your bags and don't come back.
Don't you say that.
Okay, you're being a prick.
I don't know what the fuck is going on.
Yeah, what is wrong with you?
Do not fucking say it! Stop! Everybody just stop!
Jesus. I understand why he's gone down this line. I know what he's thinking, but the way you've reacted to that is just...
Now, whatever that was, we're not doing it anymore.
I'm sorry. I don't know why I said that. I don't want you to leave.
It's all right. It's gonna be all right. No one is going anywhere.
I think
what we're gonna do is calm down and talk about what's going on.
I don't know. I just...
Your gut feeling?
Suddenly reacted.
Yeah.
I should. I would. Of course I would. It wasn't, that's not what, it's just not...
Ed.
I just got this...
Feeling?
Sudden, overwhelming feeling like I was gonna lose you.
Yeah, fair.
Dad, you're not losing me.
Lose you like...
The way I lost Shane. With the job that you wanted to go do.
Like Shane.
Mm-hmm.
Like Shane.
He doesn't want you to die doing this. He knows how dangerous it is. But it was just a wrong way to handle it. It just came out of him like a fucking... It's like he was possessed for 5 minutes there.
Shane died because he was riding his bike down a street.
Exactly. Doing something completely normal.
I wasn't here when it happened. I was gone. I wasn't here for him. I wasn't here.
He doesn't want something to happen up to her up there while you're down here.
Can do anything.
Doesn't want it the other way around.
Curl up in my bunk and scream into the night. Promised myself that I would never let that happen again. I was always going to be there for you and Kelly. No matter what the cost, no matter what I had to give up. This time, I was going to stay and protect you both.
That's why he chose the path he has.
And do you think it was your fault?
He thinks he was punished.
And I wasn't there.
No. Hey, no.
It's a damn good actor.
No. It was an accident. Okay?
Man, this last 10 minutes has been so impactful.
I can't tell you how many nights I laid in bed, going over that day, wondering if I had done something different. But you can't do that.
No, you can't second guess.
Because it's torture. You know, after enough torture, something good will come out of it.
It did.
Like
your daughter.
Penance. You know, enough penance, and maybe you'll finally pay God's price for bringing Shane back. And his death. It was not my fault.
It wasn't anyone's fault.
And it was not yours either.
The only saving grace from that is the daughter was present for that whole conversation to see why he blew up. Yeah, he didn't mean any of that. It was just a reaction. Unfortunately, you got the blunt end of it.
I found it.
We're the Baldwins.
You're a Navy family.
You cut us and we're gonna bleed blue and fucking gold. God help us all.
Keys. Back when your TV channels used to go off. Gordo and Tracy have a very strained relationship. Oh, of all things for him to see as he's put that away, the red flashing light. It's gonna... Oh, it's the VCR. Or is the laptop? What's the red light on the VCR for? Has he got like a timer set to record something? Oh, I don't know where we're going with this. I don't know if he's really going to go up. I don't know if Tracy's going to go up. I don't know what the bloody hell's going to happen. I enjoyed that episode. That was good. Right, guys, there you go. Episode 3. Like I said, this show seems to give quite a nice balance between stuff going on the moon, action, stuff going on in space, but then bringing it all back down to earth and it all being about their lives and their relationships and what they go through. That whole sequence with Ed, that was fabulously acted from all of them, actually, but in particular him. I don't actually know the actor. I seem to recognise him from something else, but I don't know what. Anyway, I digress. It doesn't really matter. It was obviously a lot closer to the surface than thought, and her telling him that she was being serious just lit the fucking match. And he just exploded there. We know he doesn't mean it, but he's explained in detail as he's calmed down the initial shock as to why he gave such an outburst, and she was at least present to see it firsthand as to why he had that reaction. And it's totally understandable, but at the same time, your boy died. It's awful. No, you weren't here. But you could have been at sea. You could have been at a normal job. You still wouldn't have been there. All he did was get hit on his back by a hit-and-run driver. Same as any one of us could cross the road tomorrow and get hit by a bus. She's going to go into a dangerous profession, and it's what set him off. Because he's sacrificed, as far as he's concerned, ever going back or doing anything like that, and has taken the job that he's taken so that he will always be there for the pair of them again. And he felt like that's saying goodbye to her, which is overkill, but he's explained why. Now then, Tracy. Tracy's a damn mess. All she cares about is a public figure. She crashes a car drunk. First person she calls is Gordo. Strips naked, gets in his bed, and then flies off the fucking handle the minute she hears that he's going back up, because she doesn't want it to be perceived around the world in the public eye that they're the husband and wife astronauts again. You're like, are you for real? But Ed put her on the spot. He's like, look, he's going up, so you're either in or you're out. That's got potential for fireworks right there, hasn't it? But the big thing for this, which was way early in their episode, is the bug. The bug. Nearly 10 years. They have been listening and honing in on every plan and every detail and every communication between Jamestown and NASA. No wonder why they've been able to progress so much. And the fact that the other discussion we had, that they've taken over at the base, we're now looking at 24-hour armed security. I don't know how that's going to work with weapons, or whether they're going to try and come up with something new that works in a low-G environment or with no atmosphere or anything. Well, this is the problem, isn't it? You can't defend or maintain something without a weapon. So where's it going to go? It's going to become a militarian outfit. It's coming. We're only 3 episodes into the season. It's coming. Right, I'll be back in episode 4 next week. I'm expecting possibly that we'll step it back up again in the next episode and give us a bit more. We will see. So join me that for a week, in a week's time, guys. Until then, by all means, post your comments down below. I'll see you for the next one. Take care.